In today's activity, we're going to continue on with our homemade pneumatic system. Again, this is all 3D printed material. Let's start talking about a valve. I created a new blank design. We want to be able to connect this valve directly to the top of the lid that we just designed in our pressure vessel. So I'll be starting with a box, and I want to place it directly on the ground plane, and I'll snap to the origin and make this exactly 30 tab 30, and we'd like to have this box also be 30 millimeters high. You may be making significant changes to your dimension, and that is fine. Again, remember, this is not your grandpa's baking soda and vinegar science experiment. We do want to have control over how fast the gases and fluids escape during this chemical reaction. So I created a sketch on the left wall plane of that particular box. On my circle menu, I need to now make a 2-point circle. And the reason why is because I want to make sure that one edge of that circle is tangent to the bottom of that cube, because that's the part that I want flat on the base of the 3D printer. I want to make this exactly 5 millimeters on my diameter, and then extrude it at least 5 millimeters. I'm going to go with 7.5. 7.5 millimeters. Again, your dimensions may vary. I'm going to repeat a similar workflow on this right wall plane of my cube. And again, I am sticking with the 2-point circle. 2-point circle allows me to specify a diameter, which I need to do in order to complete the connections to other pieces, but I also get to ensure that one of those points is tangent. So this is going to be 10 millimeters. This is the part that I would like to screw on to the piston later, so we will be extruding that one, and we'll probably only go on that extrusion about 5 millimeters. Okay? Now we would like to use the shell feature now to open this entire thing up. The valve videos are going to come in 2 parts, just like the previous set of videos was 2 parts. So this is just the casing of our valve that we are creating right now. I want to open all of that up. I'm going to give a 1.5 millimeter wall thickness. So now I can clearly see, if I look inside the cavity that I just created here, that each of those punches through and comes into this open area. All right. So the fluid would flow from the baking soda and vinegar reaction into this box and out of that particular hole right there into a piston, which will be the last part of this design series. So let's go ahead and apply a thread. Remember, we said that we wanted to always use the ISO metric, and we did check the box to remember the size, and we want to keep it modeled. So we'll say okay to that. One last thing, when trying to insert our tubing into our pressure vessel, It would be a lot easier on us if we had a chamfer. So I'm going to go with a 1.5 millimeter chamfer right there and press enter. So that allows the nozzle to insert into the cap a lot easier. That is the casing of your valve. Next we will talk about the plunger portion of your valve, which would be what would allow you to control when these two tube openings would connect and when they would be shut off.